Birds and Eagles, Kean Fleming with Port Orford Sustainable Seafood coming to you live from the deck of Fishing Vessel Goldeneye with our friend Dungeness Crab here, and I am going to introduce you to the food of the month, or should I say seafood of the month. So this month you're going to be getting two different types of seafood, both of which we catch here in Port Orford. We'll be having some Dungeness crab and some albacore tuna. Proper holding etiquette here, you want to hold it by the back digit. This does not mean that you'll be having to prepare two recipes. One is fine, either the crab or the tuna, both of which can be enjoyed as fresh meat. Alright, here we are at the port of Port Orford. You'll notice that all the boats here are on little dollies or trailers. That's a one-of-a-kind feature in Port Orford. There are only 2 dolly docks in the United States. We're one of them. So all of our boats get hoisted in and out of the water when we go fishing and when we come home. This has a unique quality of keeping all of our boats relatively small. All of our boats are under 40 feet, and that means that they can only fish one type of gear type, which is hook and line. None of our boats are big enough to pull nets. So one of our sustainability claims in Port Orford, all of our boats are small, family-owned businesses, and the crane here that puts them in and out of the water is the reason for that. Alright, here I've got the tuna pouches which you'll be receiving. Here we also have the crab again. Crab's gone to sleep because it's nice and cold right now. Tuna pouches, I grew up in the 2CJ, and every summer we would can tuna, and every winter we'd anxiously await the, oh, it's coming back awake again. We'd await the crab to come back in for, the winter harvest. But in the summer it was all about the tuna. That's when the tuna are running. And we've put our tuna in pouches. What's cool about that is you don't have to have a can opener. Just grip it and rip it, and you get right in there. Tuna you can prepare a lot of different ways. I like it with a bunch of vegetables, a little bit of mayonnaise, maybe some like cilantro, Kalamata olives, olive oil. That's kind of my go-to these days, but you don't need to do that. All you have to do is get in there, peel some off and put it in your mouth. It's like a protein bomb. So your crab is going to come pre-cooked and backed for you, but just for giggles, we're going to do it. We're going to show you the process here. You want to get a pot of water going, get it up to a rolling boil, add salt, make it salty like the sea, so meaning lots of salt, or you can just go get seawater, that's the best. And then you take your purple Dungeness crab and you're going to dunk it into your pot of rolling hot boiling water, and it's going to be in there for 15 minutes cooking. We cook it back on. That's going to add a little bit of flavor through crab butter that's in there. You can, if you want a cleaner looking flesh, you can pre-back them before you put it in, but we're going to cook it that way. Also, if you want to reheat your crab, which is a good option, you can just put a little bit of water at the bottom of a pan and just quickly steam it to warm it up. Another option, if you like cold crab, is just to crack it and to dip it into some melted garlic butter. That's also a pretty preferred way to eat crab. After the crab has been cooking, boiling for 15 minutes, we're going to plunge it into an ice water bath. And that will arrest the cooking of the meat. It helps the meat come out of the shell a little bit too. So, ice water bath, a couple minutes there. Okay. Here's the backing process. To do the backing, you're going to lift this up, pull that off, and then this is the butter right here, which is also the lungs and the waist. Pull off these things, which are the lungs. Get all of this gross stuff out of here. And then snap the segments in half. Shake that out, and then you're going to give it a little bit of rinse to get the rest of this gunk off of there. This is the form that your crab is in. Right here, it's already been cooked and backed, and now the process is getting the meat out. So this little thing right here is called an ear bone. If you come in with your finger and grab it, and pull it out, and then Grab these guys like this, and you can just shake all the meat out. Like that, it just sort of falls right out for you. Boom. And then you come in and you pick out the shell that makes it into. But pretty magical. Also, you can just use a fork, which I will grab real quick. Fork works better, or a cracker, but you can come in here and you just sort of slide down the line like that, and then you can just sort of finger it out, pull it out, and you know, straight to enjoyment. It's really good. If you're an animal, you can just use your mouth. Pull that meat right out. That's how the crabbers do it. Oh man. I hope you guys like crab as much as I do. So what's to do with these leftover crab shells and waste? You've got some options. One option, if you're a real chef, is to put it into a pot and boil it for hours and hours and extract all the flavor from the shell and make a nice crab bisque and impress your parents. Option two, take it and put it in your garden and plant something on top of it. It's full of calcium. The plant's going to be super happy. Option three, dig a hole, bury it there, leave it alone. Something will find it and eat it. Some kind of plant will. But just don't put it in your trash can inside your house, because it's going to get really stinky really fast. Alright, that's crab shells. You can also return the shells to the sea where they came from. That's fine. There's always something in the ocean that'll make use of it. So yeah, in closing, thanks for joining us today to learn about some of the seafoods that are around you here in 2CJ School District. Crab and tuna are both big parts of what it means to live and work in Port Orford. Our guys down at the dock are catching tuna every summer and crab every winter. Maybe someday you will too.